established rich coming right back at you. Sometimes in hip-hop, people start things they don't expect to get big. And that's exactly what this situation between T.I. and 50 Cent feels like right now. Because the latest words floating around the industry is documentary. Not a diss record, not a response song, a documentary. And when a rap beef starts entering documentary territory, that's when everybody in the room starts looking at each other. Because music beef is one thing, but documentaries, that's a different type of attention.
Tiny Harris has spoken out on the upcoming 50 Cent documentary about her and T.I. 50 shared a post about a project and announced that it's coming soon. Alongside the post, he sent a very direct message to T.I., reminding him how quiet he got before his other big project about Puffy. 50 said, "I hope this doesn't mess up your promo tour. They're going to ask you about your 20 things. You might want to talk to a PR person." These words have gotten a lot of attention across social media because 50 is known for following through on his comments. People are already speculating about what kind of information might be in the film if it actually happens. During all this, Tiny has spoken out about 50's new documentary. Underneath a post about it, Tiny left a comment. In her comment, she wrote, "The desperation is embarrassing." She clearly believes the talk about a new project is just a way for him to get attention for himself. People feel this means she is not bothered by the rumors and thinks the whole situation is becoming quite annoying.
Now, nobody knows if this project is actually happening. Right now, it's just 50 putting it out there. But even the idea of it tells you something important. This whole situation has gone much further than it was supposed to go. And if you really look at how they started, it makes you wonder something. Was this whole thing supposed to be a rollout? T.I. has been calling out 50 for Verzuz for years.
For your birthday, I offer you a challenge, sir. Pull your ass up, man, with 20 of your records, man. Sit across from me, man, and get this work, man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand if you don't want to answer to that challenge, because last time you got challenged, Kanye West dusted your ass off. So, you might not want to do that. So, well, guess who ain't scared of your motherfucking ass, 50? Look, man, pull up. Pull on up. Pull on up, man. Pull on up, 50. Bring your ass on outside, 50. Bring your ass on out. You know what I mean? Bring your ass on out. Bring your records, bring your hit records with you. You and Dr. Dre and Eminem and all y'all, goddamn the G-Unit, all y'all bring your ass on out. Come on, see the king. Come on, see the king. And I actually, me and you, we all right. I fuck with you, 50. I fuck with you, 50. It ain't you this time. It's your catalog that got some trouble. You understand? Your motherfucking catalog is in trouble. So, can't take it back, goddammit. I done said it. I done damn said it. So, 50, pull your ass on up. Pull your ass on up, man. You know what I mean? Everybody been talking about me and Jeezy, and then talking about me and Gucci, and then they want to talk about me. Listen, man. I want 50. I want 50. Atlanta and New York, nigga. That's what we doing. ATL in New York, nigga. That's what we doing. I want 50. Bring your ass outside, 50. Somebody call 50, tell him I'm on it. Somebody call 50, tell him I'm on it. If you want this smoke, I got the ashtray, nigga. Bring your ass on. Let's see how long you have before you respond to my message, you know what I'm saying? You have been challenged, sir.
But I'm saying, so right now.
And then I called my man. I said who I wanted.
You want Weezy?
Nah, I said I wanted 50. That's what I said. He don't want no smoke, though.
Oh, Lord.
I called my man. He don't want no smoke. He ducking smoke. It's cool. So now, here we are trying to think about other people who would do it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
We mentioned Wayne, and Wayne wouldn't be bad. I respect Wayne. I'm a Hot Boy fan.
Yes, sir.
I feel like that would make some sense. I don't think Wayne really into it, but you know what I mean? I think that would make sense. I don't think he into the idea of doing it at all. You know what I mean? And
hey, that T.I. 50, that'll feed families, boy.
Again and again, I want 50. Let's do a Verzuz. And if you've been around the music business long enough, you know exactly what a moment like that can do for your career. It creates conversation, it creates buzz, it puts your name back in the middle of the culture. And sometimes that's exactly what an album rollout needs. Controversy, attention, a moment. But here's the problem with moments. You don't always control how big they become. Because once the internet grabs something, the internet starts driving. And now what started as a little rap back and forth has turned into a whole different type of story. Because this beef didn't just stay between two men. It started pulling in family. It started pulling in children. It started pulling in people who were never meant to be part of the moment. And that's when you know something has gone too far. Because one thing about hip hop, most of the time, the beef always stays between the two artists. But once wives get mentioned, once kids start responding, once families get pulled into the spotlight, the energy changes. Now it's not just rap drama. Now it's personal.
50 Cent just dissed T.I. on the Power Origin theme song, and it wasn't a full song, but it was a direct hit.
My dope boy grandma, your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. Freak shit, peep shit, keep shit on the low, but everybody know.
Now, if you didn't catch it, he said that your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. The reason why that's important is because allegedly Tiny and T.I. were going around having three-ways, but they were on some Diddy-ish. And apparently 50 Cent says he knows, everybody knows, on the low, high key, which makes this worse because every time an episode plays a Power Origins, you're going to hear this diss. And it's also kind of dissing the whole family. Crazy.
And that's the part of the story that makes you shake your head. Because if this started out as a rollout, nobody planned this part. Nobody planned for family to get pulled into the fire. Nobody planned for the story to get this ugly. And now, this situation has reached a point where the next move could change everything. Because when you hear words like documentary entering a rap beef, you know the temperature in the room has changed. And that's why people in the culture are watching this close. Because what started as internet drama is starting to look like something very different.
Hi guys, how are you? So much to talk about. So T.I., we gotta ask. Well, first of all, Tiny, I wanna ask you if it's okay. What were your first thoughts when you saw your picture on this guy's Instagram? Were you
Man, that so last week, man. We ain't studying that bro.
Well,
We got the #1 song in the country, man. Let them know, man.
so I have a question. So
Yeah.
you going in the studio, does that say it all?
Going back in what studio? What you talking about?
I mean, you're a diss track.
What district?
What, well, I mean, you coming at 50.
Huh? Coming at.
Oh, okay. Well, so
I have
well,
one,
is it
I
over?
have one. Hey, listen, man. The only thing I have to say is very unfortunate, but honestly, I wasn't here to defeat. I was here to defend. I'm just happy that the women and children in my family know that there's a line of men that's ready to stand and protect from whoever against whoever.
You can understand why this story has people talking because the energy around it is different now. What started as a moment has turned into a whole story. And when the story starts moving like this, the next move is what everybody is waiting for. Listen, in today's music, controversy is promotion. Arguments create clicks, and attention creates buzz. So when an artist is getting ready to release music, sometimes they look for a moment that puts their name back in the conversation, a moment that gets people talking again. And for a while, this situation between T.I. and 50 looked like one of those moments. A little competition, a little internet back and forth, the type of thing hip-hop fans love to talk about. Who would win? Who has the better catalog? Who has the biggest records? And on paper, that's a great conversation. That's the type of debates that light up social media. But here's the thing about moments like that. You don't always control how they evolve, because once the internet gets involved, everybody starts adding their own energy. Fans start picking sides. Blogs start picking sides. People start responding. And before you know it, the story starts moving on its own. What used to look like entertainment has started looking personal. What used to look like promotion is now looking like problems. And this is where this story is right now. Right in that space where people are starting to ask different questions. Not who won, not who got the better songs, but how far is this gonna go? Because once families get involved, once kids start responding, once wives get mentioned, this story ain't about music. It's about real people, real emotions, real consequences. And that's why this documentary talk hit different. Because if this situation really started as a moment to create buzz, nobody expected it to end up here. Nobody expected it to turn into this type of conversation. And that's the lesson that the internet teaches people over and over again. You can start a moment, but you can't always control where that moment goes, especially when the story starts moving on its own. And right now, this story is definitely moving, because whether people agree or not, when words like documentary enter the conversation, everybody starts paying attention and everybody starts watching to see what happens next. How did a moment between two artists turn into a situation that started pulling in both of their families? Because that's the part that changes everything. See, when rappers go back and forth, that's hip hop. That's been part of the culture since the beginning. That's normal. But what's not normal is when energy spills over into the house, when sons start responding, when wives get mentioned in the conversation, when people who never asked to be part of the rap moment are not standing in the middle of a rap beef. And that's where this story took a turn. Because if we being honest, it looks like what started as a moment for attention turned into something that nobody fully expected. Because when you start a public moment, you thinking about headlines, you thinking about music, you thinking about buzz, but you're not thinking about your family being part of the story. You're not thinking about your kids jumping into the comment section. You're not thinking about your household becoming part of the drama. That's why this whole situation feels different now. Because at some point, the beef stopped being about music. It became about reaction. And when people you love feel disrespected, Reaction is natural. Any father knows that. Any son knows that. Any family knows that. But here's the part about public moments. When you live your life in front of the internet, every reaction becomes a story. Every response becomes a headline. Every emotion becomes content. And once that happens, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube because the internet never forgets, never stops talking, and never stops watching. And right now, people are watching this very closely. Not because they want to see something bad happen, but because people are trying to figure out what the next move is. Does this calm down? Does this stay internet drama? Or does it turn into something much bigger? Because one thing about this culture, everybody loves the moment, but nobody wants to see the moment go too far. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe. Established Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.